looking at new homes in the Great Park and you feel confused by terms like attached condos versus duet condos, then you're probably not alone, because most people share this with me. They look similar, but they function a little bit differently. So right now I'm touring Lennar's new homes at Luna Park, and it is Isla and Rhea. Rhea is a duet condo, which is also sometimes called a twin home. And so here's the key difference of the two styles of homes. With attached condos, you share common walls, and the HOA covers the roof, the exterior maintenance, and the building insurance with higher HOA fees because of that. So the HOA fee here is $643 per month. And with duet condos, the homes touch on the exterior wall, but there's no shared living walls. So you own the structure and you're responsible for the roof, the exterior paint, the stucco, and the insurance, but the HOA is much lower, around $260 per month. So from the outside, they can look almost identical, but when you own them, maintain them, and budget for them is very different. I'm gonna walk through both communities today, so if you're thinking about buying in the Great Park and want help comparing options, feel free to reach out. I love helping buyers, and I'm here to help you figure out what makes the most sense for you. All right, so in this part of the video, we actually just want to share our raw opinion over would we buy there, and I will share with you too. I am always looking to personally move, because as a real estate agent, how could you not? But also I do have 4 young kids, so I'm always looking for more square feet and kind of a bigger floor plan. Love the location of where I'm at, but I would like some more square feet. So just to kick things off, so earlier that day that we went to see the Lennar projects, we also went to a home in Turtle Rock. So just straight comparing values, I wanted to share the Lennar project that we liked the best was the Rhea plan, and it was the biggest plan. I think it was plan 3.
Plan 3.
Yeah, plan 3 of the Rhea. It's over 2,300 square feet. But the reason we liked it was because it has not only 3 bedrooms on the top floor, but it also has an upstairs loft. So you have that kind of like flex space for the staging. Had set it up as like a video game room, but you could set it up however you wanted. So it had 3 bedrooms upstairs plus the loft, and then down on the bottom floor was the huge master suite or junior master suite. I imagine they built it for like in-laws, that kind of thing,
right.
Or maybe an older teenager, they could have kind of a bigger suite. But in the other 3 stories that we've seen, a lot of those downstairs bedrooms are, yes, they are an ensuite, but they were just kind of smaller. So this one is huge. It looks more like a master bedroom than.
And a lot of people work from home, so that downstairs bedroom, if you don't have, you know, multi-generational living, it's a great office space as well.
Yeah. So this floor plan was priced 1.6 something, and Lennar's always changing their pricing based on buyer demand, but right around 1.6. But you probably should plan on spending about $100,000 in upgrades. In my personal opinion, that's what most buyers do, because the builder basics, yes, you're gonna get quartz in the kitchen, so that's nice, but you're probably gonna upgrade the flooring, you're probably gonna upgrade some of the bathroom tiles, that kind of stuff. So let's just call it 1.7. So going full circle all the way back to Turtle Rock, we saw a house in Turtle Rock that was 2.6. And it was also 4 bedrooms, but it's a single level house. It's not that one is right or wrong, but it was smaller square feet. You get 1960s, you know, plumbing, electrical. Now, who knows, maybe they've upgraded it over time. Yeah. But 2.6 versus 1.6, which is why I think buyers are going to Great Park. You just get more home for your money, largely because they're building the 3 levels. They have more dirt they can sell. They have, you know, it just makes more profitability from the builder standpoint, so they pass that savings on to you. Yeah, what else should we share?
That I always like to have people keep in mind that the builders do a lot of research before they do these floor plans. And while some people will say, oh my gosh, you walk through the door and you have to go up a set of stairs, the garage and the downstairs bedroom is on the lower level. So you go up the stairs, so it's one set of stairs, but all of your living space is on the middle floor. So your kitchen, your family room, you have a powder bath, your laundry, a huge walk-in pantry, you have a balcony. So if you want to sit out there and relax, once you're there, you're only going to go up the next level to the other bedrooms, which is the master and the other 2 bedrooms. In this case, it was 2 bedrooms plus the loft. It was the largest floor plan, but The pricing today mentioned, that is phase one. So a lot of times it's a smart move to get into developments while it's early on, because the prices do go up with each phase based on how the sales are going. So and oftentimes by the time you even get into your home, you've even built some equity. So, you know, if you're looking, this is a good thing to discuss with us, and we can kind of help guide you through.
So 2 more things that come to mind. The sales rep with Lennar did tell us that they are building a road underneath the Metrolink, just to basically help alleviate traffic. And I did not fact check that, but since she works there, I'm sure it's accurate. But that seems super cool, just from the standpoint that the Great Park is growing so fast. It is questionable, like, well, how much traffic is it gonna be to get, you know, off the freeway and home every day? So it seems like that should be a big positive coming soon. And I was actually surprised, from the master bedroom, you could see the Irvine Spectrum Ferris wheel. So the Great Park is close to the Spectrum, but specifically this tract is like super close. Right. So you're not too far inland. For me personally, the closer you are to the ocean, the better. So some of the Great Park, you're so far inland that it's a tiny weather degree, but the weather actually is hotter. The more inland you go, the more coastal you are, the better weather. So even though it may be a degree or 2,
not much.
I like the location personally. So that
and
was cool.
They've set it up. Irvine, of course, is so well known for all the parks everywhere. There's just limitless activities that you can do with the family, whether you have kids or not. You have dogs. It's really friendly area for walking and just enjoying the outdoor space.
All right, so 2 negatives that you might want to watch for. Well, number 1 negative I would actually say is the stairs, those dreaded stairs, but it is what it is. That's how they're building these days. 2 things you should consider is the elementary school is actually not Irvine. So you're in the city of Irvine, but you're assigned to Lake Forest schools. Now, the elementary school that it's assigned to is still a fantastic school. It's rated a 9 out of 10, so it's great.
It's just this particular location of this track. That's where that falls. And that's obviously not the case for all of Great Parks. It's a huge area.
Yeah.
No, you're just the close proximity to the shopping and the lakes.
Okay, no, I do have another negative. Just something to keep in mind, okay? The sales brochure, I actually thought they were clever in that they put that the property tax is only 1.07. This is interesting in that most of us realtors will say the property tax is effectively 1.8 or 1.9%, but they advertise that it's only 1%, and that is true because your percentage is only based on the house value, the 1%, but there are Mello-Roos or CFDs or extra taxes on top of that. So they have a range of, it was like 8,000 if you buy plan 1, it was like 9,000 if you buy plan 2, and it was like 9,800 or something like that if you buy plan 3. But that's all to say, if it was $1 million property, which it's not, it's 1.6, that would be an effective tax rate of like 2%. So because it's 1.6 purchase price, it's basically an effective 1.6, 1.7% property tax. So to the sales team's defense, yes, you will be taxed 1% of the home value, but you are going to have that $9,800 a year bill. So for $9,800 extra property tax, maybe you do look at Turtle Rock and you buy, you know, a 60s built product. So again, no right or wrong, but just keep these things in mind as you're house shopping. We do work all of Irvine, all of Orange County really. So keep us in mind, let us know how we can help. And just remember, if you do want to buy new construction, please don't go to the model homes without us. Once you do that, we cannot represent you. So if you want good representation, you got to call us first. We go together, and then the whole process is smooth. So,
and overall, it is a great value. That's why we're talking to you about this. It's definitely something you should consider, because at the price point and the square footage that you get and the bedrooms, it is a really good option.
Well, actually, yeah, because I said, yeah, you should look at Turtle Rock, but here's the big catch. The Turtle Rock was 2.6, not 1.6. So
it's $1 million. And again, if you have a budget that you want to have a monthly payment you're trying to stay within, there's a lot of creative ways that you can do that with the building and the property that you choose, and we're happy to walk you through that.
See you guys on the next video.